Hello everyone and welcome to Barca News. It's December 7th, 2022 and Barcelona have contacted Frenkie De Jong's entourage in order to negotiate a deal before the beginning of the winter transfer market. Also, Jose Mourinho's AS Roma are interested in signing one more Barcelona player, and Joao Felix has been linked with Barcelona. We have a lot to discuss, so let's begin. Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. My name is Mo. And today is the first day in the last 2 weeks without any World Cup matches, and as such, there is no World Cup news except for the fact that in yesterday's match between Spain and Morocco, Gavi became the youngest player to star in a knockout stage match since Pelé in 1958. Now this is another achievement for the young Spaniard who set a record earlier during this World Cup in the match against Spain and Costa Rica, where Gavi scored a goal and he became the youngest player to score in the World Cup since Pelé, who's currently in the hospital fighting for his life. And I would like to send him my thoughts and prayer to the Brazilian legend and hope that he recovers pretty soon. Now, speaking of Brazilian players, as I reported in yesterday's video, it's looking like Endrick is very close to signing for Real Madrid. And today, more sources have confirmed that news, including that transfer guru, Fabrizio Romano. Now, Romano has confirmed that Real Madrid are very close to signing Endrick for a total package worth 72 million euros. Now, Endrick has become one of the most coveted players in the world as he's considered one of the biggest rising stars in football. And Barcelona were keen on signing the 16-year-old striker. However, given the financial problems at Barcelona, it looks like Endrick will end up signing for Los Blancos. Now, PSG were initially in pole position to sign the young Brazilian. However, after one of their biggest offers was rejected by Palmeiras, PSG decided to withdraw from the race, and that gave the opportunity for Real Madrid to pounce and try to sign the young Brazilian. Now, Endrick will not be able to join Real Madrid until he turns 18 in 2024. Now, on to the news that Barcelona have contacted Frenkie De Jong's entourage to try to negotiate a salary reduction before the beginning of the winter transfer market. Now, Frenkie De Jong is currently occupied with the Netherlands in the World Cup ahead of their quarterfinal match against Argentina. However, Barcelona are hoping to renegotiate his salary before the beginning of the winter transfer market because the club want to clear enough space on their wage bill for the incoming new right back, since the club does not count on Hector Bellerin. Now, Frenkie De Jong is not only the highest paid player on the squad, he's also the highest paid player in the entire Spanish league, and that's all thanks to the previous president Josep Maria Bartomeu, who gave Frenkie De Jong a ridiculously high salary that's not only too high for the club to afford, but it's also way above market value. Now, Barcelona are hoping to renegotiate Frenkie De Jong's salary down to bring it under Joan Laporta's pay scale, where no player will earn more than 10 million euros. And the club are also hoping to bring Frenkie De Jong's salary down to reflect the market value of the Dutch midfielder. Now, it's reported that Frenkie De Jong is willing to sit down with Barcelona and renegotiate his salary. However, if the player does not end up agreeing to a salary reduction, Barcelona have announced that they will be open to hearing offers for the Dutch midfielder in the summer transfer market. Now, Frenkie De Jong is not the only player that Barcelona are hoping to renegotiate his salary down. Both the salaries of Marc ter Stegen and Jordi Alba are also on the table, given that both players' contracts were renewed by the previous president Bartomeu, and as such, they have very high salaries that the club not only cannot afford, but they're also not reflective of their market value. Now, on to the news that more clubs are now interested in signing Franck Kessie. Now, as I reported previously, given that Kessie has not been getting much playing time in Barcelona, several clubs have reached out to Barcelona to express their interest in signing the Ivorian midfielder. Now, amongst those clubs are Inter Milan, Napoli, and Tottenham Hotspur, and it's reported that the Premier League club are in pole position to sign Franck Kessie in case the Ivorian midfielder decides to leave the club. Now, all the three clubs that are interested in Franck Kessie want to take the player on either a free transfer or on loan, and Tottenham Hotspur are offering Barcelona to take Kessie on loan with an option to buy, which means that Barcelona would profit from the sale of the Ivorian midfielder. Now, Franck Kessie has made it very clear that he doesn't want to leave Barcelona, and it's reported that all three clubs interested in him have a problem with his 5 million euro salary. So if he does end up leaving, all three clubs are hoping that Franck Kessie does end up agreeing to a salary reduction. Now, Franck Kessie's agent met with Barcelona earlier this week, and it seems that the player will stay until the summer transfer market, as Barcelona are hoping to give the player more time to adapt and see if he can succeed at the club. Now, Franck Kessie's former club AC Milan are also interested in signing the Ivorian midfielder. However, it's reported that they will not make a move for him until the next summer transfer market. Now on to the news that Jose Mourinho's AS Roma is interested in signing one more Barcelona player. Now, as I reported previously, Jose Mourinho is hoping to sign Hector Bellerin from Barcelona in the winter transfer market, given that Jose Mourinho currently does not count on his right back, and Barcelona are looking to offload Bellerin, not only because Xavi doesn't count on him, but also to clear space on their wage bill in order to make new signings, especially for the right back position and for the pivot position to replace the departing Sergio Busquets. Now, it seems that Jose Mourinho's AS Roma is interested in one more Barcelona player, and that player is Memphis Depay. Now, Jose Mourinho would prefer to take Depay on either loan or on a free transfer in the winter transfer market, because AS Roma are hoping to reinforce their offense. And as I reported many times before, Barcelona are hoping to offload Memphis Depay to clear enough space on their wage bill for the incoming new signings. Now, Depay is also looking to leave Barcelona because he's looking for a primary role, and it's a role that he will not get at the club with the presence of Robert Lewandowski. Now, it's reported that AS Roma have a problem with Memphis Depay's wage demands. However, they're still pushing through, hoping to seal a deal and hoping to negotiate a better salary for the Dutch forward. Now, on to the news that Joao Felix has been linked with a possible move to Barcelona. Now, Joao Felix's great performance at the World Cup has caused some friction between him and his current club, Atletico de Madrid, where the Portuguese player has not been performing too well, and he has blamed that underperformance on his coach, Diego Simeone. Now, as a result of this friction, Atletico de Madrid have decided to put Joao Felix on the market, and the Spanish club are reportedly asking for around 140 million euros for the Portuguese player. Now, Atletico de Madrid are reportedly willing to sell Joao Felix for as little as 90 million euros, and they're also open to some payment plans or some kind of loan deal with some payment plans. But regardless what the plan is and regardless what the price is, whether it's 90 million euros or 140 million euros, this is a very prohibitive cost for Barcelona. And given the financial situation of the club, it is impossible for Barcelona to sign Joao Felix. Now, Joan Laporte is a big fan of Joao Felix, and it's reported that it's his dream to have the player play at the club. But again, given the financial situation at Barcelona, any reports linking Joao Felix to the club are absolutely false, because Barcelona are not even considering a move for Joao Felix, given his prohibitive price. Now, we will end today's video with the news that the problems between FC Barcelona and Pablo Torre are continuing until today. Now, as I reported many times before, Barcelona signed Pablo Torre in the summer transfer market as a Barca Athletic player, and with the intention that he would exclusively train with the first team and play some matches with the first team. However, Pablo Torre has refused to play with Barca Athletic, and as such, the club and Xavi had to meet with the player in order to devise a plan, because Pablo Torre needs to get as much playing time as possible so he can continue his growth and development given his very young and tender age. While Pablo Torre was supposed to play more matches with Barca Athletic while the first team were on break due to the World Cup, but it seems that the young player refused once again to train or play with Barca Athletic, and this is very concerning because Pablo Torre is neither getting the minutes that he needs for his growth and development, and it's also concerning because Pablo Torre is refusing to follow the orders of the club, and he shouldn't be doing that at such young age, and you can only imagine how worse will this problem get once he gets older and becomes more famous. So that is it for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like. Also, I'd like to invite all of you to please leave a comment down below, giving me all your thoughts and opinions about all the news that I share with you. And finally, I would like to invite all of you to please subscribe to the channel so you can stay current on all the latest news in regards to our beloved club, FC Barcelona. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. And as always, Visca Barça.